Throughout history, the number 7 has always been shrouded in mystery and reverence, especially in the Bible and in various cultures around the world. It is not just a common digit, it is a profound symbol filled with spiritual meanings that resonate through the ages. As we delve into this study, you will discover how the number 7, with its countless biblical and cultural references, can be more than just a curiosity, but rather a key to understanding spiritual truths that can transform your life. Why does the number 7 appear so often in sacred texts? What does it really mean for our spiritual growth and understanding of the divine? These are questions many ask, but few truly comprehend. In this video, you will have the opportunity to explore these questions in depth and, more importantly, discover how these mysteries of the number 7 can directly apply to your spiritual life, bringing a new perspective on your personal journey. Get ready, because what you are about to learn goes beyond what is typically discussed. Here, you won't just understand the meaning of the number 7 in the Bible and other spiritual traditions. You will experience an enriching journey that may change how you perceive the spiritual world. And by the end of this video, you'll not only have knowledge, but also tools to apply these teachings in your daily life in pursuit of greater harmony and spiritual growth. The number 7 has a prominent presence in the Bible, starting in the early chapters of Genesis, where God creates the world in 6 days and rests on the 7th. This rest, known as the Sabbath, is not just a moment of pause, but a symbol of completeness and perfection, representing the perfect cycle of divine creation. The spiritual significance of the number 7 here is clear. It encapsulates the idea that everything God does is complete and perfect, and that there is a set time for work and another for rest. In the book of Revelation, the number 7 appears repeatedly, reinforcing its role as a symbol of totality and perfection in the divine plan. 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets. Each of these references carries the message that God's plan is perfect and unchangeable, and that the number 7 serves as a constant reminder of this truth. The symbolism of the number 7 in Revelation also points to the final conclusion of time, where everything will be revealed and completed according to the divine will. Other biblical passages also reference the number 7, each connected to the theme of spiritual perfection and the divine cycle. For instance, the fall of Jericho's walls, which occurred after 7 days of marching and the sound of 7 trumpets, is one of many events demonstrating the power and significance of the number 7. By understanding these passages, it becomes evident how central the number 7 is to the spiritual message of the Bible, serving as a guide to what is complete, perfect, and divinely ordered. The number 7 is not limited to the biblical scriptures. It is also profoundly significant in other religions and cultures around the world. In Judaism, the number 7 is often associated with spirituality and divine perfection, being the number of the heavens and the earth, as well as being present in rituals and festivities. Similarly, in Islam, the number 7 is sacred, reflected in the 7 circumambulations around the Kaaba during Hajj, representing complete submission to God. Beyond the Abrahamic religions, the number 7 also holds a prominent place in other spiritual traditions. In Hinduism, the number 7 is seen as a symbol of perfection and knowledge, often associated with the 7 chakras that govern spiritual energy in the human body. In Buddhism, the 7 stages of spiritual enlightenment are a clear example of how the number 7 represents ascension and spiritual growth. These examples show that the symbolism of the number 7 transcends cultures and religions, being a universal representation of balance and harmony. And it doesn't stop there. In various cultures around the world, the number 7 appears as a symbol of luck, mystery, and even connection with the divine. In Japanese culture, for instance, there are the 7 lucky gods who bring prosperity and happiness. In Greek mythology, the Pleiades, a group of 7 stars, are seen as divine sisters. These references show how the number 7 permeates different traditions, always charged with spiritual meaning, uniquely and deeply uniting humans with the sacred. In its essence, the number 7 is often seen as a symbol of perfection and completeness, representing a spiritual cycle that closes. This view is not just a theoretical abstraction. It manifests in everyday life and the spiritual practices of various cultures. The number 7 invites us to reflect on the cycles we live, whether in nature, personal life, or spiritual growth. It reminds us that just as creation was completed in 7 days, our own spiritual journeys also follow cycles of development and renewal. Besides being a symbol of perfection, the number 7 is seen as a milestone of spiritual renewal. In many traditions, it is believed that upon completing a cycle of 7, be it years, days, or stages, there is an invitation to a new phase of growth and learning. This renewal is essential for spiritual development, as it allows old patterns to be broken, giving way to new opportunities for evolution. Meditating on the number 7 can be an enriching practice, helping to understand and accept these cycles as a natural part of life. Finally, the number 7 encourages us to reflect on our own spiritual journey and to seek completeness in our lives. Integrating the symbolism of the number 7 into our daily practices, such as weekly prayers or reflections, can bring greater balance and harmony. For instance, setting aside time every 7 days to assess your spiritual progress, or even setting goals based on 7 cycles, can be a powerful way to align your life with the rhythm of the universe. Thus, the number 7 ceases to be just an abstract concept and becomes a practical tool for spiritual growth and evolution. Reflecting on the number 7 can be more than just an intellectual exercise. It can be a powerful tool for personal spiritual growth. Many are surprised to realize how this number appears in their lives, whether in significant moments, crucial decisions, or even behavioral patterns. Recognizing these occurrences can be a first step in understanding the spiritual influence that the number 7 exerts and how it can guide someone in their journey toward a deeper connection with the divine. Incorporating the symbolism of the number 7 into daily spiritual practices can bring a new level of awareness and balance. For example, you might create a weekly routine that reflects the 7-day cycles, setting aside a specific day for introspection and spiritual renewal, like a personal 7th day. This practice, inspired by the biblical Sabbath, can help consolidate the sense of completeness and perfection in daily life, reinforcing the connection with what is sacred. Moreover, the number 7 can be used as a guide to set spiritual goals. For instance, you could establish a cycle of 7 weeks to work on a specific aspect of your spiritual life, whether through meditation, prayer, or study of sacred texts. At the end of this cycle, evaluate the growth and changes that have occurred and then begin a new cycle. In this way, the number 7 ceases to be just a distant concept and becomes a living force that drives spiritual development and the pursuit of a fuller and more harmonious life. Throughout this video, we have deeply explored the spiritual meaning of the number 7, its powerful presence in the Bible, its importance in other religions and cultures, and how it can directly influence your spiritual life. Each aspect covered brought to light the idea that the number 7 is much more than just a simple number. It is a universal symbol of perfection, completeness, and spiritual renewal. This journey, however, does not end here. The knowledge you have gained is only the beginning of a path that can lead to even deeper discoveries about the spiritual world. Now, it is important that you reflect on everything that has been discussed. How does the number 7 appear in your life? How might it be guiding your steps, shaping your decisions, and influencing your spiritual growth? Perhaps you have already noticed patterns that previously went unnoticed. Take this opportunity to reconnect with the divine and integrate the symbolism of the number 7 into your spiritual routine. The practices we discussed, such as weekly meditation or setting goals based on 7 cycles, are practical ways to apply this knowledge and seek a more balanced and spiritually enriched life. Remember, the number 7 is more than a symbol. It is a call for you to reach a deeper and more meaningful understanding of your spiritual existence. How about now, before moving forward, taking a few minutes to think about how to apply all this in your life? The journey does not end here, and I encourage you to continue exploring, reflecting, and growing. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content that may help you continue this quest for spiritual knowledge and self-discovery.